Hey guys, guess what? We're going to learn something very beautiful as I take you around a very fundamental topic that you cannot do without. You are definitely going to see a lot of questions flowing from here. And that is every singular thing on your partial fraction. Oh yes. So I'm going to take you around every singular thing on partial fraction. Sit tight and be with me as we go together. So if we're looking at partial fraction, the first thing that should come into your mind is, okay, you say, sir, what's the definition of partial fraction? Now, what should I know about partial fraction? Let's go. I'll show you everything. First, you must note this, that partial fraction is more like decomposition, more like I'm breaking the equation that they have given me. I'm breaking it down. So it's a method that is widely used in mathematics to break down a rational function, right, into what? Simpler fractions. In other words, they have given me something that is more like whole or complex, and I'm to break it down into simpler fraction, making it easier for me to be able to integrate or manipulate my way through it. So that is all that partial fraction is all around. But nonetheless, nobody's ever going to ask you define partial fraction. Nobody send you on that one. Say you get. But now look at it very quickly. Let's say we are given something of this. Let's say it's an equation or something on this side, and then we are to break it down. You can see that we have manipulated it in such a way that we have a all over. This first side here is x plus a. So you can see it here, x plus a. This is x minus b, x minus b. This is x plus c. You can see it here, x plus c, right? That's what we have there. And then the beautiful thing there is that we just have a, b, and c there. So that is all, every major thing, more like in a summary, though, what partial fraction is revolving around. As we proceed and we start to solve questions, you are going to understand it more in detail. So flow with me as we go together. Now, let's look at the types of partial fraction that we have. So for you to better understand partial fraction, it's best I take you around the various types so that you understand them in details. But when you see them in exam condition, they will just give you any of them, and then it's now left for you to answer it well. So what are the types of partial fraction we have? There are 4 of them. So we have partial fraction part 1, partial fraction, that's part 1 or type 1, part 2, part 3, and then part 4. And what differentiates them is this. In your part 1, take note that it is the type of partial fraction that their denominator contain linear factors. So when you hear denominators containing linear factors, that's your part 1 or type 1. Hold on a bit. As far as 100 level is concerned, right, for both first and second semester, your complete series of classes, including your practicals, everything from beginning to the end is in the LearnLift app. All you have to do is just march down to your Play Store or App Store and download the LearnLift app, and then you're going to have access to every singular class. So just move down to tertiary, click on tertiary plan, where you're going to see all your classes as far as your 100 level is concerned. And guess what? Your video lessons are there, your CBT is there, you have access to your past questions, you have access to your notes. Very, very important. Man, this semester, you must do well. Anyway, let's proceed quickly as we march down to our class and continue our class. Enjoy. What about in your part 2? The denominators, they contain repeated linear factors. So when you are seeing repeated linear factors in the denominator, what type is that? Type 2. In type 3, the denominator, they contain quadratic factors. So anytime you see quadratic equation appearing, just laugh. Type 3, that's what you have there. And then type 4 is a different one, denominator containing improper fractions. So anyone that have improper fractions, what is that? It is your what? Your type 4. Okay, let me shock you very fast. Let's say if the denominator is something like this, all over x minus 1 and then into my x minus 2 or x plus 2. What type is this? You know, you are focusing on the denominator, right? Now, this denominator that we have here, now check, how do you know a linear factor? In a linear factor, it's very simple for you to know. All you see in a linear factor is that you have just one variable. Let's say, for example, x plus 2 is equal to 0. What's the value of x here? X is minus 2. So one unknown is what you have in a linear factor. So when you just check the denominator and see that the unknown here is just like more like 1. Check it here. This first one here, x minus 1, one unknown. X plus 2, another unknown 1, but 1, that's denominator containing linear factor. Which one is denominator containing repeated linear factor? In your repeated linear factor, let's say I have all over, let me say x minus x plus 2 all raised to the power of 3. So you see, this guy here is linear factor and then it now has power raised to the power of 3. That's repeated. Which one is now quadratic factor? Let's say all over, let me say x squared plus your 3x, right, minus 7, something of this nature. That's your quadratic equation. That's your type 3. Denominator now containing improper fraction. Let me use a simple term for you. Let's say, for example, I have 5 all over 7 in mathematics. 5 over 7, is it proper fraction or improper fraction? That's proper. But if I now have something like 7 all over 5, is it proper or improper? That's improper. That's just the basic terms you get to explain all of this so that you understand where we are going to. Let's start with the first, denominator containing your what? Your linear factors. That's what we're going to begin with. So under the denominator containing linear factors, the first question is, what should we know about this? This is what I'm going to be showing you very quickly in the next class so that you can flow with me bit by bit. Yeah, let's go. See you there. Enjoy. Hope you've enjoyed this class. Guess what? To follow up for more classes, just download the LearnLift app, whether on Play Store or App Store, and then follow up your classes. You must do extremely well. I'll see you in class. Bye-bye.